Maswata Gitsi, phinze nginemukele igama lami ngithabiso ngohamulo wesibongo sami kufishane nje Maswata Gitsi ngathi ngingangena bese sengishaya kafisha khona lapho sengendlela ukuthi ngisheshe ngisave idatha yakho ngehle ngelibonza masinyane lokunye into bekumele ngabe sikhulume kulamalanga kepha nje kubonakala ukuthi kube netinkinga letikhonyana lapha but other people have made sure ukuthi I do get the data to do that. Fair enough, I will want to greet all of you egameni lenkosi Jesu Kristu lengumlondolozi phinde zibe ngumsindisi wetimpilo tethu up until this moment where we feel comfortable in his hands. Maswata kithi ngifuna ukungena straight to the point of 2 or 3 things lengafisa ukuthi ngicacise noma ngidlulise khona la. Number 1, I want to speak ngenza mhlawumbe lelukhuni that many people bafuna kuyati kahle why Thabiso Moloi stopped working with Swaziland Democratic News. I'm not angisuye umuntu lothanza i-conflict angisuye umuntu lothanza i-conflict but I do approach i-conflict nangabe iyona iyenda sakuthi sukela, so I do approach i-conflict. I-Democratic News first of all ihedwa nguZulu, a person lenimati ngaZulu Mageba watiwa ngini ukuthi uZulu Mageba. Now first of all I want to believe ukuthi other people can push the struggle in various ways. Labanye le struggle basifacea head on tingcinamba nekuhlangana kwetinvo bakufacea head on. I don't know if my volume is there, but ngathi noma ngivakala but I'm trying. I didn't want to do this live stream with more or less technical glitches, but I'm still gonna try and see if volume shower in la. But I'm thinking we'll see volume yami seyikahle. I will see by tanda 10 we'll see if volume yami seyiphakeme seyi-right, but you will tell me. I don't know if seyilungisekile yini volume. I'll wait on that before I continue. Is my volume okay, leaders, before I continue? I just want to unpack something in 30 minutes and then I get free. I just want to unpack a few things in 30 minutes so that I'll be free. Thank you. Okay, Nyabong. Well, first of all, Maswata Gitsi, I want to talk about why I left Swaziland Democratic News, and it's not because maybe meaning right or corner wrong, ngoba it's level fana nesandla so mawukhomba lomunye ulayeti 3 tandla letikhombe wena, so kunento lekuthiwa is self introspection first before you can go public and talk about issues and talk about other people. So I would have gone there and done self introspection, and I've been away from the media doing that introspection. I think it's about time that I start speaking about that. I think it's Katsubuti. I just open the page there able to why did I leave Zulu rather. Yeah, I left Democratic News quite some time a while ago, after the page must figure, it's a small page, with like 20,000 followers, I guess. So when we got there, we worked Sasebenda. I was working on my capacity. The capacity army beguguti I do my lives lakonzenenam, I do my lives exeni Good Morning Swaziland, where we were motivating eMaswati, teaching them about the struggle. Also mangabe kunema protests ekuyiwa enkantolo kuyobhikishweni, we were always there to motivate bantu ukuthi basukume bahambe bayikhona, you know, just to keep them informed and with the daily updates netindzaba letitsite, you know. Ours was very plain. Umsebenzi wami bumalula kanjalo. I was doing tindzaba, making sure ukuthi ekuseni kune live, you know, hosting different talk shows there. Yabo sukwendile sakwenda kahle beku right up until wasengena sandla semfene, whereby it's labanye bestibona sena njani in terms of data and in terms of kwenda show ukuthi ulomsakazo uyachubeka. We were self-funding, we understand. Thatha imali ebamfa bakho, put it there, buy data. Sacala kwenda ngisho ma t-shirts, if you remember very well. I started doing my t-shirts, selling them online there. It's okay, if you want to support us, buy these t-shirts, and people were buying them. That was sustaining us to continue to do what we were doing. And then it came to a time whereby, and then there was an involvement of big fish, babul, in the page. When they got involved, khona lo wathi bafuna kusifanda, bafuna kusinika imali, bafuna kusinika a salary, you know. But there was always a catch outside that, because if you want to do that, you must be wanting to control, you understand. So involvement here at the big table, you know, involvement here yabosicelo Mngomezulu, the involvement here yabopegi, was that they were supposed to fund us and give us money. But then there was a catch with the involvement, because after they took out money, ukuthi hayi Moloi, not me per se, but Zulu ne team yakho naba bo 2000, yabo naba bo 2000 baba keep washa Zulu, hey le bantu labadzala lana, hey sibasinika lokuncane, my leaders esinika lokuncane nangu bo 2000. That time it was me, it was Stelo Mhlanga. It was two of us, you know. It was two of us. It was me, Nastelo Mhlanga, got Democratic News, then Zoo. So yeah, abantu labadzala sebafuna kusinika lokuncane, basinika about 2000 ba leaders. And I said, labadzala ukhuluma ngabo bani? Who are you talking about? No khuluma ngabantu labadzala. Bengisho the people's lawyer. Oh, the people's lawyer. Okay, sure, sharp. No good thinking. It's fine. We do need that help. And then the narrative changed. We are born. And then the narrative changed all of a sudden. The narrative was that ungayibhali iswalimo. So ibhala kakhulu iswalimo. You understand? Asizame mhlambe sibhale kanye maybe in 2 days noma kanye ngeliviki sifake nalalamanye ama political party. And my question was that if I don't write about Swalimo, then I don't see the reason of why I shouldn't. If Swalimo in an event, remember the page is called Swaziland Democratic News. You understand? It's called Swaziland Democratic News, of which we talk about news that are aligned with the democracy of the people. We are not writing or participating on stories noma banzakanyeka etindzabeni noma titori letinga promote democracy. So our stories were always aligned with political parties and their agendas and everything that they are doing. So that is where the strength comes from. So now, and then we tell you sabhali ngeSwalimo kakhulu iSwalimo siyifaka kakhulu. I said to mina, if iSwalimo ivuke ya esithobelweni yafike yanikela kudla noma yena political school, I shouldn't write about that. Okay. If iSwalimo on the same day ihambe iyayo participate enkantolo, I shouldn't write about that. If iSwalimo kuboshwe umuntu weSwalimo, I shouldn't write about that. If President Duduska Zela ukhulumeka SABC or something, I shouldn't write about that. Because sekunyindi. No. I said if lamanye political parties afuna kubhalwa, they should have activities. But if there's only one organization in them activities, then I will write about that because I'm writing things that are aligned with pro-democracy groups. So iSwalimo senibhala kakhulu in. So I then saw ukuthi sekunesandla semfene la because of funding lekhona, uyabona. I don't even call it funding. Na petty cash lekhona. So now you are being told not to say this, not to. Let me say this. First of all, you know what I speak. Whenever I feel like wrong, I speak. Irregardless of what platform I'm in, I speak. So now if wona uvanga zuthi mangikhulume into lengiyathela boBhabuli uyathunukana, it gives me another mindset ngengqondo yakho ukuthi unayo ini backbone. So now I just want to say ukuthi I feel like this character make Yazulu doesn't have a backbone. I don't think the character let's Zulu in a backbone. That guy doesn't have a backbone. He doesn't have a pattern. This is what I do. It's not time for umuntu at the same time. At the same time, doesn't know what say. Struggling. First of all, I want to start here. I'm not here to discredit Zulu. Zulu people love Zulu. You know. Une charisma lefana ne president Mduduzi. He has the charisma, you understand. Mara the character ukuthi ungabi resolute nge-decision yakho nekuthi ucontrol abantu ungakhoni kumela iqiniso. Mina iyangihlula because now if wena ungakhoni kumela iqiniso usebenza nomuntu lo ufuna kuma eqinisweni ngaso sonke isikhathi akhulume into leti relevant ngaso isikhathi, there will be a problem, then there will be a conflict of interest. That is the problem now. So if we because kutsala boBhabuli bakana kulo mzabalazo uyabona, there was something mina langayitshela sicelo Mhlanga nakenda lokuganga kwekuthi ayena abantu baseHosiya ukuthi yena ngeke balithola isito kubo bobheki mabuza nabo sicelo ngeke bathola isito angekho yena nguye le portal ukuthi nabafuna isito le transport in kutawuhanjwa nalento leyo. I told him ukuthi the problem lenginayo mina ngalamajaha la ngapha abosicelo ngomuntu labo bheki ukuthi bafuna ukuguptarize struggle. I spoke that. I said it on live. Ngathi inkinga kunabantu labafuna ukuguptarize struggle and itsini ngeke sikhone, uyabona, ngeke sikhone kutshelwa ukuthi senteni singentini sikhulume ini. Mina I refused. I continue to write stories about Swalimo. I continue to promote iSwalimo as well as other pages for EFF, because I've done in my life nabo EFF, I've done in my life nabo CPS, I've covered everything. Even when I put them, I covered them nabaye go big. So I wasn't picking a side, but I was more on Swalimo because Swalimo was very busy at that particular time. And then being told, don't do this, don't participate too much on Swalimo. Let's balance up. We are born. And then it was wrong. It was wrong. So then my message leyathi mina ngitshela lumfo wamhlanga ukuthi ngeke lamajala ngafuna ukugutarize struggle, and it's in ngeke sikuvume lokho because we are heading a direction wrong masenda njalo. Then what happened is that they then cut the funding. Shows bayikhipha kanye le labo 2000 yabo. And then immediately they cut the funding on Zulu because basic nam mine ngitsite bona bafuna ukugutarize struggle. So because when you want to give people money and then you want to control the narrative, I refused, man. You see, I refused. I said no. But the Sila must be that in page before Lisa you fair 100,000. Up until we build it up until a fair 100,000. Now fair 100,000, then they started wanting to be involved. They started wanting to be involved. We are both. So kuhambe evele kungabi nalama mood swings ukuthi when there are non-faka story seswalimo immediately la metulu ufake NNC. Now for the story seswalimo immediately ufake put them like it was a counter-attack. Now for the story immediately ufake lesinye ngetulu to bury this one. If you understand ukuthi Facebook usebenza njani, uyabona, Facebook ufaka story la ngafaka lesinye ngetulu kushona pass, ngafaka ngetulu kushona pass, ngafaka lesinye ngetulu, so immediately ngifaka story bafaka immediately ngizakufaka mbhala ukuthi kwendebele kaSwalimo owebe bafaka story lesinye, yabo, burying. It's a sabotage, yabona. It was that type of sabotage that was being done at that time. So besukubona ngirealize that okay, this is happening, and then I then realized ukuthi le jaha leli lentibita ngazulu liyabasaba bobhabuli, uyabona, liyabasaba bobhabuli. I don't know why, but mina na understand at that particular time. After me I understand it, yabo. So I understand at that particular time ukuthi since Zulu akusiwumlo bonakalabo noma lo visible, probably bona bayamati. A problem ithi nabamati bangam expose bona, so they had made the control of a remote in their tip of their head, because we have your picture. Siyasa shooter now. So if you don't comply with us, stop vetting. We are born. Then I started saying, okay, you know what? I won't use ASTM to speak what I was, living Bama Kulumanga. I then started using page lam like a personal account to speak. That is when it also gained my followers. We are born, because the personal page about 20,000 followers. Then I started speaking on my page. We are born. I started speaking these things, speaking out. I started speaking because I think I was the first one to rise against Boswemad and speak against them, because I felt like everybody was afraid, Baba Keva, Baba Banegela, when it comes to hey, but that's exposure. Yeah, but when it comes to them, no one wants to speak about them. But nobody wanted to speak about it. I mean, you understand, Bambu, why are they fearing this guy? So I started speaking only things about Boswemad. Don't know. Wrong, danger. I invited people. I started enlightening more people about Labo Babu before now. I started speaking about them. No. Zoma I also participating because Zoma Bega on a mission to discredit Swalimo, discredit President Mduduzi, and others, trying his best to fight it danger keken uyabona zama kubhidlita lapha, then I said no, I will rise and defend the organization and also defend the president. After I was up and said, now speak. Just started speaking. I started attacking Zwemat on my life. And then and they were very effective. Because when we hit the hammer on the nail, Gakulu, he will stop the shenanigans he will stop. He will continue. I will nail hard. I developed a concept. Let's see. Okay, sorry, it's my fan, guys. Hey, let's see. Let me just switch it off. Thank you. Yeah, and then I developed a concept. You will see, if you raise a wave, likakas lesetulu nibalekela likakas mama khamale lelikhulu kakhulu ngemuva anisabalekeli leselehile nibalekela liphakama mu. So whenever there were waves, I would raise a higher wave. They will raise the wave, I will raise a higher wave. I will up the standard until baphelele mandla bathi khothololo. I spoke about everyone. I spoke about Bobo Babul a long time. I spoke about Bobo Makanya. I spoke about. It wasn't an attack. It was because I saw that that wasn't genuine. And the problem with us is that laba struggle genuinely, not ngekuganga, not ngekuhogela noma ngema-selfish ambitions. Bayalimala balinyatwa ngulaba labethe struggling with selfish ambitions. The problem ukuthi mina nawe sitelana ngoba senyanyiswa ngulobudli nebugubhela kwesakhe kule struggle. Phinze senyanyiswa ngulobugubhela kwesakhe nebudli bemuholi welive King Mswati nehulumende wakhe nekucinzetela kwebantu nekusuppressa kwama-human rights nekusuppressa kwe-free press. Le timo sikhuluma ngoba tintfo lesivakala sithi yasicinzetela, uyabo. Then in the struggle sekunalabanye lesebadevelope the same concept ye-regime lesilwa nayo, uyabona, nabo bayasuppressa, bayabulala, benda the opposite of what we call liberation. It wasn't liberating the people. Then I had to speak because we entered the struggle because it's Fulimpilo Lengono Emaswati Ong. We entered the struggle because we wanted change. We wanted Usilivele to Likululege. We wanted service delivery. We wanted immediate. We wanted a lot of things wrong in the country. Therefore, the only way was to protest against the government so that they will give us that what we want. That was how the struggle was going until Mopahul, when they entered the struggle, they saw an opportunity, to build themselves financially or build their empires. Then that is why I've just had trouble every time I was on the field in Rekota, struggling, Rekota in my protest. But people will come with their cars, not that struggle wing it, but they will park their cars just adjacent. Njola Payana with you, but Pagelapa, keep them running. Then Bona they will confront Mapoisa. You understand? They will issue insults on the police, Yabon. ini uyabona, they will change the narrative ye protest action uthi siya protesta, you know, we want change, they will turn it into a rascal, a form of behavior. They will turn it unbearable, then forcing Emapoisa to shoot and apply a method of dispersing the crowd. I want to make an example. We will go and support abahlonishwa. Then masifike enkantolo siyobasime lapha bamcele lapha bathi ngaloko kokuthi leligede lala esithwashini noma ngikuphi lapha eprison lapha leligede lalapha enkantolo. Please stop calling. I'm live. Yes. Kunatshani la celeni bathi okay guys, asisho siningede enkantolo. Okay, sicela ningavala ngoke yimani la celeni la tshanini nishayita ingoma teni lapha etshanini. But I will see some of these leaders forcing the people who see banga comply, we understand, and then they will issue insults, mabom, you know, to the police. Lababati ukuthi the police ngaleso sikhathi are armed. They are carrying firearms, they are carrying rubber bullets, they are carrying shields, and they are fully equipped. But the leader will be the one on the front, aphehe adlodle bababite ngemakama ngebomasimbenja nanani, provoking them so that they will retaliate. And when they will retaliate, there will be tear gas, the bomb, people will get hurt. But let me tell you, bathi bona bebathi bangavusa lomdlongo kule crowd bese bona they step back bese badlalela ngasethi imotweni tabo kuthi kungaqhuma bangena imotweni bahamba. Then bese kusala la foot soldiers. Then the foot soldiers bayashaywa bayathathwa bawudetainwa, labanye bayadutshulwa ngemarabha bullets, labanye bashaywa ngemotear gas, labanye bayafainta. A lot will happen at a particular time. People will get hurt. They will run to organizations when people are hurt and say our members are brutalized by police. Our members are suppression, a free expression. Whenever we gather, police will beat us. They will fight. That will happen. That is true. The reason I'm saying this is because it's truth. Then international organizations will fund them, will give them money, will give them. It's wrong. It's wrong. Because the foot soldiers, there's one thing that I was trying to do anytime, I was trying to enlighten enough foot soldiers. The guys in me are a bit different. Go to a protest, but we want you to come back home safe. But there are people who will make sure that your protest will not end in peaceful terms. They will make sure. Damn soul. So I will speak about these things, and then Bozulu they will call. Hi Moloi money, ish money, bambula tsala bayakhala money, bayakhala bambula batsala money sikhulume kabi mani ngabo, ngicela my leader wehlisa kancane mani leader noma ungakhulumi ngabo leader in ezulu awume wena. We can't keep quiet when things are going all wrong. Sasho ukuthi ngitsala lo mshikashika wokudlala ngani ningaboni. There will be those people lababekwa on the ground anytime there's a peaceful protest, but also see raw my bomb. And you know ngicela ukuthi ema protest ethu kuba lite. You go out there and you go home and there's nothing. No, I deliver leyo petition mhlambe benimixile ngoba sengiyagijima. Awende ikhaya ngalimala umuntu. Awende ikhaya ngadujuleka umuntu. But it's wrong. I told them, Bozu. But they wouldn't want that. So, another day, bahamba bayokwakha lokuzileke kwakulo bathi i-MSF benda butuluchana uyabo bekubeka lo Babul lomunye ukuthi abe leadership kulelanga lelo kwakhiwa le-MSF Babuli lomkhulu na Babuli lomncane lozwe mathi bebase border gate bapake khona. That particular time go the Congress le. Ema political party like 3 aphuma kulo mhlangano ngoba bese babonisa kwakhiwa scheme semkhonyovu so that MSF can be led by Ngomizulu. I spoke about it, that Democratic News. This guy deleted my video, and after deleting it, he also said ukuthi ngicabanga ukuthi leadership salesima kusebenzisana, because I spoke truth, because ngihlaselela umuntu lomphi imali. Ngizemine at the expense of Lamaswati. Why? It can't be. So ngema lapho ke kusebenza naye ngilenza baleyo nje le that we decided to kill it. You understand? Mine ngasi nangibona ukutulutshala bebendelena bayobekana bothwana leka MSF benda bukhonyovu bafuna ukuthi i-MSF ilidwe iphudemo because imsicelo Mngomezulu uyafuna ufuni phudemo leyo. I'm not against phudemo, but I'm just telling you ngile phudemo lekabi oh yeah, because there's a good phudemo guys. There's a good phudemo, true good phudemo, then ngale phudemo lekabi liyathatha over the squad samlungisi sonke asilungi si wrong is out there ukuthi sicime iphudemo engaphinzi bekhona le squad isabomlungisi khona amaphudemo yenza amadzala lesiwati kothini yabo. That has inspired us a lot. Iphudemo lele khona i-wrong kakhulu. Is out here to destroy anybody and everybody. They have an agenda that even their members don't know. About solo fellow, say you guys, you don't know nothing. Nothing. You come to my hotel and we take my breakfast, tea and whatever. And nothing in history in the background. The album lose would see, but in. You are just goyams, you are followers. You don't know what's going on behind. And when we begin to speak about these things, you're the first ones to defend and fight against us because you feel like it's Nemang as Nemona, but you don't know. Up until available beggar to speak the same things we spoke about, and then now you feel like there's an element of truth in what these people are saying. Now my biggest problem was that Zulu did not expose Bob Babul ngesikhathi bafuna kubulala Mnisi. The first people Mnisi called naga escape abo Babul washayela Zulu. That's the first person he spoke to. Mnisi washayela Zulu. At that particular time it was December. At that particular time it was before my birthday. I think it was Lebo 18, 17 December. Mnisi called Zulu between 16, 17, 18 December lapho. Mnisi called Zulu and sent him a voice note narrating his ordeal, how it unfolded. Bamendani bambopha ngama-cable tie waze wamkhombisa ngisho tibati la leti thombe tikhona nanamuhla, leto thombe tikhona nanamuhla. Mnisi wathi sendela Zulu, wala Zulu kuyikhipha indzaba yaMnisi. Then Mnisi washayela mina, angimati lo Mnisi nekumbona ngemehlo. But this guy called me and said, Moloi, siyati tsine kutsi sigabi. He said that because nathi sike sathunywa ukuthi sitokubulala wena. Mara ngicela kuventa out but buthi sengivela sehlakalo nasi bomlungisi bafuna ukungibulala, bathume lamanye ama-freedom fighters lesisebenza labe basebenza nawo ukuthi bangithumbe. Basi nabamthumba bamfasa bamfaka emotweni banaye kulelinye ihlathi. Uthi bafika kulenye ihlathi kumele ukuthi babulawa bona la kuselihlathi ungathi lidvute nemiti yini. Uthi babese bamdonsa bangenisa la motweni bahamba naye. Uthi wabona lokho ukuthi uyofa ngoba nabhabula, bathi washaya icingo wathi sengicedzile yini nomsebenzi. Uthi ke Mnisi nakakhuluma, mina sengikhuluma la ngitshela bona efonini acala nokungishayela. Uthi naba ka highway, uthi yena wavele wabamba le steering sale moto, bahlele back seat but wazuka wabamba le steering sale moto wajikisa le steering yawa le moto. Uthi la iwa le moto usiwaphuma la motweni wakhasa waphuma wazama qoqo bathi bamophe inyawo letandla wazama qoqoma la mgwaqweni. Uthi baphuma nabalabanye baphethe tibhambasi bafuna lombamba. Basta basombamba kwafika emabhunu lamabili aphethe tibhamu adubule tulo abalalisa phasi bababopha shayela emaphoyisa kwayiwa enkando emaphoyiseni. Ngale political connection yabo Bhabule benasho ukuthi laba bayaphuma. So Mnisi wabaleka ke lapho washiya boBhabule. So lenzaba leyo eyiqoqwa ngumnisi basengambophe eSwatini because we hear ukuthi Mnisi waboshwa. Uboshwa njani Mnisi? I think Mnisi uboshwa because ubalekela bomakhanya, then decides to loiter around. Better to go to jail than to be killed by these people they wanted to kill. Then waboshwa ke Mnisi. But Zulu ngasangembuta mina usemfokati asibhale ngani lenza. Ayibhalwa ngani lento le? Hayi my leader, utawulimala struggling. Utawulimala struggling my leader. Ngithi no. At the expense of what? At the expense of ingati yaMnisi. At the expense of ingati yaMnisi. Kufe Mnisi, kusinze boBhabule. Kube bambulawa le Mnisi ngabe kuthiwanya ngabe what nengwane. But we are beings. The same people who are eligible to, because yena bekabasaba boBhabule. Because bekabasaba boBhabule, was afraid of Bhabule. So, hi my leader, the only mala struggle leader singasho babulala umuntu singasho. I was frustrated by that. I kept quiet. I was like, okay, fine. But that particular thing was the one that was killing the struggle. It was the one killing the struggle. And then in that particular situation will make you realize also Bozolo by the problem. Then out of a sudden I'm sitting somewhere la Zulu ati khona ukuthi ngikhona khona. Number one, Zwemat somtshelile Zulu ukuthi lo mfana wakho ngifuna umlimata. Unfortunately for them, Mine Bogina have already told me ukuthi we are set to kill you. We are born. That day, I was going to be killed. Bafika endlini. Unfortunately, bangangikhanzi. Yabo. Bangangikhanzi. Not once, twice. So when the event yami le ingenda ukuthi ngite ngala exile. Ngine ngihambile ngite exile. Was because now when you are working with a person when things are where ukhuluma upromoter struggle ukhuluma ngama human rights ukhuluma ngalokwa nalokwa yena ubusy. I'm not saying ngifuna unve kahle. I will never say umsebenzi wema solidarity forces bongabi. I will never say umsebenzi wema triple S bongabi. I say those are freedom fighters. These were people fighting in their own capacity, in their own way. But the problem was that if Zulu was more involved in broadcasting, Njenga Zwemat was more involved with the solidarity forces. Because the solidarity forces but when umsebenzi bashuthele Zwemat bamnikete ithombe athi breaking news abe uqala broadcaster lokho. I spoke to female commander, I've spoken to the commander. Zulu ngala upromoter uthi ngikhuluma na commander. Uyabo? Commander, he's a brrr. But Zulu participator ngabo breaking news. He's a brrr. Ngikhuluma na commander, bengikhuluma nebantu labadzala. Ngikhuluma na commander, akabona ukuthi mina ngihlale eSwatini ubeka mina ngotini. Because lapha yena usipoko. Mine ngimi iface kwatiwa mine nebuso. So if Zulu abhizi ati involver nabo commander abhala tindzaba tabo commander basendela itithombe tithombe tekudutshulwa kwemaphoyisa tiniketwe Zulu atifaki. Where do you think i-investigation itoqala kubani? Ayitoqala kimi. Ayitokhanywa mina kusabo sikhomba lo Zulu. So that lo Zulu atokhipha information uze kwatiwe bobani nabani. My life was always in danger in that way. Listen, being a journalist was better. Kucoverisha ema stories. Going guma live, we were in the live videos and shooting what was happening in the field. Motivating and speaking online. You know, about the politics and also just kufundzisa amaswati ngepolitiki. But then when you start broadcasting letintfo letifana naleti, Zulu was putting me on the firing line. He didn't think of that. When he started speaking nabo Zuma, nabo commander, ekimweni, bakhulume live, akatiwa lapho sipowe, mara lo watiwa kwa Democratic News labamati usukhona, Moloi was always on the firing line. Why? And mina mkhulumi nabo bengakhulumi nabo command, participate nabo, bengayingeni kakhulu. I was more focused on the liberation, on the news and the live videos, we understand. But then once you start involving getting Zabaleto, bo commander sebashayela iphoyisa phasi, uyabhala basha. If they want Zulu now for the information alokuthi ngibani Zulu, who will they come after? They will come after me. They will come after me. So fanele ukuthi uyangithengisa vele. They are sacrificing me. And then eventually, when Boston decided Kusuguma to come for me, that is when I had to leave now into exile. That's why I decided to leave. Then when I left in that particular time, it was that time, I decided to leave. Then I went to stay somewhere. You know what, I won't mention, would say, where did I go? There's a particular reason, because I love that guy so much. The one who hosted me, Mansuga. Because you remember the life Safika Sangalenyan Hotel in Tulil. You know. And that guy provided for that particular month and months. So I won't mention the guy. I won't ever mention him. But that guy was related to Zulu somehow. So now Sangu grape me. You understand? At that particular moment, Sangu grape. Mango grape Busi, because I'm housed by Sihlobo Sake. Now whatever that I do, I have to comply with him. You understand? Now I cannot speak about this. I cannot speak about this because somehow if I cross the lines, you won't have the accommodation. How do we understand? So when I spoke about Mungu Metulu, MSF, on Democratic News, Zulu had so much pressure that he deleted the video, right? That he had so much pressure that he's supposed to remove me, that Democratic News, you understand? To remove me. But I know it was a narrative to protect her. That's why so decided to remove me. I was like, oh, well, remove her for what? For Gometul, who only came here because you have reached 100 followers. And don't think you reached 100 followers alone. We participated in building those followers. Mara, unfortunately, Mara saying delete the page wakanza. I would see na Facebook one delete Zulu one blog. So I was the sole owner. Yamasala sengithwana ngaliga Democratic News. Kwamele ukuthi ngimre-add yena as ukuthi abe admin because besengisele. So yena ndakangidelete wakanza ukuthi akakhona ukungidelete. Angisadelete. Ngimi lo ngadelete yena. Uyabona. But then ngithi ngiyampanisha. Yabona ngiyampanisha ngithi uyazi wena bathi bantu ngifuna ukukufundzisa ukuthi ngeke uthengise ngemzabalazo. Ngeke ngikunike le page ngisho nje mabongo. Ngifuna ngibone ukuthi uthini. Anampela nginclear. Ngiyakunikela le page utangibona kahle wena. Hayi ngikunikele le page. Wabathe. And then you call this guy. Le ngingemusho yabo. Because he's a very good guy. He calls this guy to threaten me. Ngenzawo ehlala. My view singihlala because of the guy. Uyabona, because the guy usihlobo sakhe, so mina la ngihleli khona lendlu ibita bani lo mjika. So when angithreatenisha vele akuthethe vele uyabona. So yabona okay, I think I'm close to being homeless in South Africa. I'm close to being homeless. So what do I do? Anyways, thatha le nto yakho. Anyways, mina I don't care about it. Thatha le page wakho vele benza. Anyways, in that part uthatha bese ngivele ngisebenta bese ngivele ngingumngani wa Ras, you know. Mansela Democratic News, we started talking na Ras saba my friends. We were already friends na Ras. So vele senginako ukusebenzisana na Ras yabo. Atla mnika ngisawumendele ukuthi yabo bese nginako ukusebenzisana na Ras so ngani. Mara masela ngidithile ngale angenzaba ngende tindzaba on my personal page that time. So ngisebenzisa ibhele libhala ukuthi viral news. So ngizangenza anyways, you know, I can continue doing my own thing. Mara already lamhleli kwa sengivele ngine threat. Sengiyabona usengiyamanipulate, ungasho ungakhulumi kanje, wakhuluma ngabuya ngabhala epage lami. Ngathi noma ngawuthengisa lo mzabalazo. Ngabhala kanje. Uyakwendekani? Angithi soshayile bhutiza wathi hayi ungakwendi lokho ubokhumbula phela Zulu sihlobo sami kwasho kwacimba yabo sengethreatenishwa ngale accommodation yabo. So in that way ngisuke ngibhale ngale page la mangisabhali ngayo ngiyabhala nje ngithi ngefana ukuthengisa umzabalazo aphinze a screenshot akunikede the same person, ashaya the same person. Ulaleli ngilabona khona ukuthi okay, I will have challenges. I will have big challenges. Ngisukele eSwatini. Ngendiwa nguye. Mase ngifika la eSouth Africa. Sephinze yena wena sho ukuthi mina ngibabeti accommodation. Sengithreatenishwa accommodation. So if the guy said vele siyakubonga mani bona so nje bekuphuma ngishonephi. And then when the day comes when I finally had to leave lenzawo yabo because I wasn't safe anymore. After ngibona izulu nganange emehlo ami asehotela abahleli nazwe mathi. Jesus Christ. Ngibuka ivideo kanje ulive ushutha Zwemathi bahlele hotel ngala nabo Zwemathi bafuna ukubulala mina uhleli nawe yena uyaphi usinguphi yena le discussion ema-hotel because sekumalula ukuthi abatshele ukuthi hayi lo muntu uhlala lapha. That's why I decided to leave. That's why that some people I will never forget to thank. The same guy, I won't say his name. I will never forget that guy. I will never forget that guy. So, there's also one person I will never forget, Hlale UK, who made sure we say, Mamphuma lapha. I go somewhere to rent. And ngihamba ngiyorenta la ngiyakhona. Ngaba yenga la bangathi hayi ngibheka ngala ngabe ngihamba the opposite direction. so that bangadi ukuthi ngikuphi, so that ngiloba safe, so that nokhona ukukhuluma kube bete lomkhulumela ngetinvo takhe. Bese emva kwesikhathi abese uyabuya Zulu utoqolisa uyangishayela, hey my leader, ngiyaxolisa man my leader, ikonakala my leader, ikonakala my leader, ngicela sibuye sisebenzisane my leader, ngiyacela leader, ngiyakubuyisela epagini leader. Ngani sengivele ngisengibhizi nalokunye nabo ras ngalana sibhala lokunye sendaloku awusimlekile Zulu, mina nginamacubu nawe kusay fine ngalakatha sharp, hayi ku right kumoto axolise vele aze asho athi nami sengiyayibona lemvo yabozwemati ukuthi ayisikahle, athi laba mfundi nami ngibathemba leader, sengisabathembi bozwemati, ngiyabona ukuthi vele lestartladly bayasidelay, nami ngiyamtshela nje ngiyabona lemvo la yendako ku president Duduzi Magagwa. I said mina listen, ngiyabona mine ngalesikhathi Zwemati abusy afuna ukudestroya la Zwide namagawugawu, nakenda lemvo leyo azana mkhuta Zulu because he was afraid, but always athi athi ngiyibona lemba indaba yilungi leader, nami I'm sorry, askisa I'm sorry my leader, nami ngeke leader, ngiyaxolisa nami ngonile leader, ngithi mina hayi no Zulu ukuthi nginga sharp yabona. Then I didn't stop writing about Bozwemati nabo Makhanya. I don't know usibam threatnish nangani yena lo Zulu, I don't know usibam threatnish nangani, because wabuya mase kube kusele mina nje mangihlela kuze ngithenge singwa kufune ngisebenzise umsebenzi uNkulunkulu angipha wona le digital creatives, uyabona lo msebenzi lo ngakha ama adverts, mine ngakhe ama poster, uyabona ngakhe ama poster ngiphila ngabo. So ngakhe ama poster advert ngifaka ka Democratic News, advert ngifake page la Ras Voice of the, ngifake ama pages nema clients ngiyawatshela mina, uyabona ukuthi ma advertise la ngimi ndakufaka ama page lamakhulu, Democratic, Voice of the People, 29.6 lapha advertising, so people will trust me with their brands, so ngibakhela ama adverts yabo, ngiyabakhela ke lama adverts, ngiyabakhala ama adverts ngifaka Democratic News, uyayidelete Zulu i-advert yami ibhadelwe, babhadele mina, akusine imali enganani, it's 250 labangibhadala yena ukuthi ngifake le poster ngayo, uyayidelete Zulu. Ngiyabuta mina, hey uyidelitelani le advert yami, ungitshela ngabo accountability, yewe ma account 200 with poster lekwe ngimi epage lengiphathe parcel kilo bengisolo ngwafaka ama posters awuzange sokukhulume le nyambara leyo, ngabo ukuthi wona shothi ungifuna mayindulu lapho besabuye ukuxolisa base ba advertisement insi mina hayi yewe wena uyidelitelani le advert yami, uyabona. Why everything before Ipume must go via me. Before we're building that page, no one was saying anything via Zulu or via Molo. No. We were working, putting in Ikulal page. Nyano Zwemathi somfake info yokuthi kude lokumele kuphume kungandlula kuye ngoba yena usaba ukuthi kutokhulunywa ngabo Zwemathi nabo Bhabule. It was wrong for me. No, it doesn't mean no. Advert yami uyidintshelana that way. Ase mina hey lalela mfo I'm out. Wangibali nje kule mfo yakho. Sengiyende lokwendekile. Ngayekela mina kule mfo yakho. But sengiphumile. La ngikhona khona. There is something that needs to be done. Wami ngikhishwa ukuthi nginyanyiswa ukuthi umuka mina sinkwa sami. Yabo mina I'm a digital creator ngakha ama adverts. First of all technician la ngihlala khona. Number 2, sengifaka iadvert le tangiphasinkwa sakusasa ekseni uyayisusa. Umuka kudla. Futhi uyangizonda phela. I'm a digital creative njengoba ngisho. Ngihambe ke siyovula something nabo Ras. Sichubeke ngisebenze nabo Ras. Ras nje athi I know ithi mina ngicanga sasisebenze so. Ube free utendele lo funa kukwenda on the page asisebenze. I took then I took aside Ras ngiyabonga mfowethu sasebenzisa nabo Ras. Then mina ngathatha le family meeting ya president Ntutuzi ngayi reproducer if nikhumbula sibe kanjani ngayi reproducer ngayikhipha kule yabo Zoom le ngayi reproducer create nice backgrounds nice captions ngafaka iTV standard kule family meeting. It was beautiful. So I can say I'm the producer of a family meeting. Then Zulu kule family meeting lesibuya kiyo nena bona yaba messenger athi Zulu makumele singene athi yena wabona nje umkhono wami kule family meeting utayi delete. He was telling Makaukau that uthi wabona nje umkhono wami uvela so uyayidelete le live. Wabona nje noma weva iphimbo lami kule live yale family meeting utayidelete. Hawu mara ifuna le family meeting ibe khona. Mara ufunda producer wakhona avele mara uyafuna akusherishe le strip sale family meeting. Kwa mhla ngifuna kubona mina ukuthi le family meeting le letaba khona namhla itawudlala yini ka Democratic News as producer wayo. Ngifuna kubona ukuthi itawudlala yini nami xa ngayiyekela ngoba khona bengibusy khona ngayiyekela wayizama Ras yaba nema technical glitches yangahambi kahle. Uyabona yangahambi kahle. Namuhla ngikhona I want to see ukuthi le family meeting itawudlala yini ka Democratic News. I told president ngathi mine ngeke kwendeke athi Mageba akafune kubona buso bami noma live lami emsakatweni wakhe noma umkhono kule family meeting yena utayidelete. Ngathi ke mine because the family meeting i-producewa ngimi with my resources with my data ngifuna bona ukuthi itodlala yini ka Democratic News namuhla. I want to see I told the reason that I also told President it won't happen. Family meeting itawudlala voice of the people. Family meeting itawudlala kaSwati Newsweek. Family meeting itawudlala ka 29.6. Family meeting itawudlala ka breaking news 82. Family meeting itawudlala eSwati newsroom kuphela. If I will still be the producer yaleli hlelo, but if I will be removed as the producer yaleli hlelo, then it will dlala khona. But if uproducwe ngimkongo lokudlala, it's not going to play Democratic News. You will see. Namamba. Yes, Namamba. Swaziland Today, Swato will play call. I spoke to Mamba yesterday, and he also mentioned ukuthi ubokhumbula ukuthi Zulu wabambisana Zwemati uzama kupenda Mamba, wangena ka Democrat Zulu wahosta Zwemati ukuthi a destroy Mamba, if you remember very well. Zwemati makafelwe nakalahlelwe ipage lakhe wabe wathi announce Democratic News ipage lakhe lihackiwe or what bambisana nebamvu labangamfuni Mduduzi, bambisana nebamvu labangamdzingi Mduduzi, but bafuna kumhosta. So ngisho mina ngimproduce uthi lamhla ngeke ifamily meeting uyibukele kaZulu or ever till further notice, until mine maybe ngimiswe kuba ngiproducer waleli hlelo. So we'll be waiting tonight. We will be waiting tonight. So that's it for today, and tomorrow I'll be speaking about something else. Leliqiniso kakhulu lesilimatisile kakhulu. I will be speaking kusinje namhla kukhuluma president, so I won't be getting much further, but I'm also just making that announcement kusingeke ze there's one thing of Nuyati. They have a problem na president unelihitiyo lenhle manje naye uyawuhlavelanga, hayi man Moloi, don't do that, you'll be putting Zulu under the bus, ngizama man ukuthi nibonisane. I was like, this guy wanted to see me homeless, and I called you president ngakutshela kusekwendeke, you know that sibambisane in. So sebaqalile bamveta lo Zulu bantu baqala sebamveta sinanga, and vele nguye labamveta. And the reason ngithi mina akavetwe is because umzabalazo ngeke uphe kuholwa dipoko bese basulela ngema faces lavelako abavele nabo abatiwe nabo awungaholwa dipoko letingabonwa. Atingaholwa abavele bantu batiwe babe responsible for tintfo labatikhuluma kubona kungabe sekuba nalomunye umuntu losafarishela wena ngoba wena awubonwa, wena bonwa nawe, so that whatever you said can be accountable to you, not to me. As mina ngikho ka Democratic News, so tonke tintfo letakhulunywa nguwe ka Democratic News atingangilandzeli mina engikho khona. For that reason nami vele ngiyagcizelela ukuthi awuvetwe, and vele nami ngakuveta vele watiwe. Tintfo letendele ka Democratic News lo tende noma lo tikhulume wena ka Democratic News, njengoba mina ngingekho angatithwali mina leto tintfo leto. There's even an article, let's say mina I'm a terrorist, and that article I'm asking myself ukuthi yabhalwa ngubani le article leyo? Yabhalwa ngubani le article leyo? Because Zulu beka busy a participator kule tintfo tema underground letingamfaki yena njengembhali, engamfaki njengembhali. Bengikhuluma nakhomanda, bengikhuluma nebabu labadzala, bengikhuluma basi bami labadzala is a what are you doing? Putting me on the firing line. That means kunyeni lokwatiko. Uthi namhla bathi khona lokutawendeka, khona lokusho khona lokwatiko phela. Ya basawatshela namuhla nje ngeke lishone khona lokutawendeka, khona lokutawendeka, usho khona lokwatiko wena. Then mina ngihlala lapha eSwatini. Then kuthiwa kuze kuthi akubanjwe nomloyi so that atositshela kuthi kusho sikhona labakwatiko. This guy bayathengisa mina. So akavele yena ngebuso atiwe. That's why ngithi mina I also gave him alternative ukuthi akakhulume yena vele tebuso bakhe. Kwatiwe uthi nangu lo Zakhele Ngoma. Hayi Thabiso. So mina that's why ngithi akayikhiphe imask Zulu. Namanje akayikhiphe or sitamkhiphisa thini. Sitamkhiphisa thini. Singatofela naletinye tintfo lesingathathi. Mina ngifele nakulomkwatiko. Angifele nakulokukhulunywa ngimi, angingafeli nalokukhulunywa ngulomunye nomlomo wakhe, because I was participating on a page. Kabizi ize bahlabadzala ukhona lokutawendeka awukuthi amadoda khona lokutawendeka khona into ezayo shothi wona uyadi ngalama operations. If singati lutho ukuthi sesitawufela lentimo lesingatati. I'm speaking on human rights. I'm fighting liberation on the suppression. We speak about that, we write about that. As journalists, we do that. But if you participate on underground work, letting us sing a journalists, then you are putting us on the firing line. You put us on the firing line. Now that I'm not dead in that pain, I got vele so that I'm not hanged for your participation. So injalo nje. So angishiye lapho masoda kithi nganibona emvalo, but today no family meeting kaZulu. Family meeting ikhona but hayi kaZulu. Ikhona la ka Voice of the People News, ikhona ka Swaziland Today, ikhona ga Lokunja, ka Breaking News 24, ikhona ga Eswatini Newsroom na Swatini News Week na 29.6 ikhona tawudlala khona. President Taba khona. ngoba lo munye ufuna ube senayo ifuna simside ngiyamsida nami president lokumkhipha lapha. So vele officially Zulu ngizakhele wakwankomo sibongo sakhe, finish and clear. So zakhela kabuya ati vete so that lokucozana ngicozana naye kungaconzani nami, ngifuna ukuthwala tindvo mina, angifuni ukuthwala tindvo letinye, angithwale lokwami lokuconzana naThabiso naye athwale lokuconzana naye, finish and clear.